Hello everybody, welcome back. We are on episode number 4 of our Oxygen Not Included, the Bionic DLC and the Frosty Planet DLC. All kind of combined into one series. We're trying to see how well we can get the things to work with both of those here. And before we get started and start making some of those changes that we've been kind of looking at, I do want to look at some of the comments that have some recommendations and see if we can make those micro adjustments first. One of those, starting with, these are from Void to Sink, set the bottler to the gunk requirement. So let's look at the auto bottler. We have set this to 80 kilograms, and that 80 kilograms should allow us to go straight into the apothecary for the gear balm requirement, right? So we have 80 kilograms required, so we just set the auto bottler to that 80 kilogram requirement. It's a great recommendation, so we start there. The next one is use the wasted pea water to melt the solid gunk. So it might be easier to do early on if you don't have this sort of setup with the space heater. We aren't really using anything else right now, but on series, obviously everything is super cold, so keeping that gunk out of the solid form can be challenging. So using the pea water coming out of the bathroom could probably help solve those kinds of issues if you decided to do that instead of the space heater type of way. So that was the other recommendation. Another one from Kronos, we have Eco Power Banks duplicates hold 4 of them. So let's take a look if we can actually see what they have on them. And if you scroll over, you click on the duplicate, you scroll over the power banks, you can see we have 1 metal power bank and 1 eco and 2 that are completely missing. So what we need to do is make sure all of them have those eco power banks, right? So we want to have all those so they can keep recharging. So if they have 4 eco power banks and then we have extras lying around, they will just swap them, I think, kind of like you have your rechargeable batteries at home. So that's what we're going to try and do in this part of the episode. So we'll do that in a little bit. The next recommendation is going to be to we're going to create a power plant room, probably with 2 different hydrogen generators. We have some over here, so we could kind of isolate those and create a sort of what do we have here? I don't remember what the room is called. Let's scroll down here and take a peek. It is the power plant, right? So if we have a power plant, they can use the microchips, but I think they need to have the, what is that specific thing we're looking for? We need in the skills. On the regular duplicates, it's all the way down here. It's the mechatronics engineering or the electrical engineering. This one is what's required in order to use the microchips. If we're looking at our bionic duplicates, we need, it's this booster right here. So we could probably end up giving one of those boosters directly to them so they can just start giving us some more power, and that's more bang for our buck on the power on the back end there. So we'll probably end up doing that as well. So there's that. And then let's see, what else do we have? Harvest and store your oxalate. Yeah, we have kind of been storing that up here. That's another one of the comments that we had, since you don't want to leave them near the alveoveras, because if you do that, they're just going to sit here and not grow. Everything's going well. Thanks for stopping by. How's it going? Things are going well. We're going over some of the comments and suggestions at the moment from one of the previous episodes. I'm almost done. I've got one more after this. So what we're just going over some of those little specific requirements that we should help you early on in the game if you're starting a series or your own run and playthrough on this type of the Bionic and the Frosty DLC. So what I was talking about specifically was the alveoveras. You want to remove the oxalate that falls off. That way they don't get into that state where they can't grow because they don't have carbon dioxide. So that's just kind of what we're seeing there. Make sure your rancher prioritizes ranching. That's the last one from Dark Light Flash. Thank you. We'll make sure we do that right now. We have our rancher, I believe, doing ranching. Let's see. Yes, we do. But we'll prioritize that a little bit more. That way we can get as much of the reed fiber that we have, and then we have all of these boxes providing us with the wood that we need. So that's it. That's our entire list of recommendations that we came out with. So let's get started. We did start our new spam here. We had one a little bit smaller. I don't remember exactly where it was at, but we do need to make some more of these power banks, and we need to make those on, where's that soldering station? Here it is. We're making some eco power banks that need to be charged here. So that's where we're gonna start our journey. We need to make sure they stay lit and well maintained. Talking about all the Bionic duplicates. Hope everybody's doing all right. Hope everybody had a good New Year's. It moved by really fast this year on me. The entire December just flew by. All right. Another thing we're trying to do is we're gonna have a polluted water section over here. This is a contaminated water, polluted water vent, so we will need to have some sort of way to get rid of the germs, whether that's a wheezewort, whether that's a like bleach room. Haven't fully decided yet, but we're gonna probably do something along those lines. Let's get this area nice and squared away. Let's see what we got on our blueprints here. Some pemmican. You know, this is really good stuff if you're going up into space, especially because it literally said on there it never goes bad, right? Survival never tastes so good. Oh, that's great. Clay, you guys are amazing. Love you guys so much. All right, let's see. I want to not see this exclamation point. It's because the other side's disabled. It's okay. So we're gonna work on this power stuff. Let's get rid of the research portal. We've already used this, so we don't need it anymore. I know it kind of looks cool, but we want our power room to be kind of nice and situated where we need it. So let's look at how do we have this set up right now. Okay, yeah, that's all right, I guess. But I think what we will do is we'll have the power go up here on this one, and then we can't put it right there or right there. Man, that's rough. We're gonna have to put it probably a little bit over to the right. And I like things to look even, so we're gonna do that on both of them here. And then we'll go up, put a door, put another door, close off this, open it up, so that way this is one entire room, and then get us ready for the mechatronics engineering or electrical engineering that we can use, so that way we can increase the amount of power we get from the hydrogen. Speaking of which, let's take a look at our ventilation. How are we doing here? We're doing okay. A lot of this is not even up to 450 grams yet, so we have a little bit more to go to keep using up all of that. But we did set up the ventilation to always provide power to the spam. That's just a standard in every spam setup, so we will always be providing the hydrogen to that first. We have some of the stuff here ready for metal refinery. We just kind of aren't going to do that until we have steel, enough steel to create the setup that we want. Yeah, excited about that though. All right, let's just move over here and really focus in on the power. So we're gonna go up. Let's use some iron ore. I don't want to use cinnabar ore. It's kind of been a little frustrating to use that, so we're gonna just kind of avoid that altogether. And then when that's done, we'll add some doors. Let's add some of this here. There we go. Probably remove all the ice and the snow. Put that away. Yeah, I definitely am going to close that off. This ice will melt. I mean, it is pretty cold up here still negative 20 degrees. I do appreciate the shout out though. We will be closing that off entirely. We should anyways, because of this, because of the radiation. In the first and second episode, I didn't realize that we had radiation leaking in, and people were not having a good time. All the duplicates were starting to get radiation poisoning, and that was not fun. So just be careful when you see this, right? So, all right. It is bath time for the Bionics, and I don't think they're gonna take any baths. They don't like the water, so we're gonna probably avoid that one. Yeah, it's everything isn't hot yet, but I am going to be moving the power spine and everything power related over here eventually. The first step was to get this kind of squared away. I'm gonna have it separated from we're gonna use this ethanol here, and we're going to have some ethanol in use for power creation with the, where do we have it here? It is the petroleum generator, since we can use ethanol for that. We'll get a little bit in here, and that'll allow us to kind of stave off the issues of not having enough power for stuff. So that's at least the goal that I have in mind. We're just kind of trying to utilize, oh boy, that stuff fell down from up here. Oops. We're just trying to utilize what we have in place, and then we'll move it around away. I'd like to create kind of a barrier from here and here. All of this is going to be where the hot stuff is. Everything underneath and around to the right over here is going to be where it's colder. So that's at least the goal. Hopefully we can get there at some point. And we've got our nice little pedestals with the carved lumen. These are great. I love this little addition here because it provides light to the building next to it. So anytime they're working on there, it gives them the lit workspace bonus. So that's really nice to have, especially early on, so you don't have to worry about adding lights all over the place. We do have some skills. Let's take a peek here. Don't know if we want to add to the maximum morale requirement yet, but these, on the other hand, I think we'll do carrying on all the regular dupes. Let's do some, we'll do one regular. We have an electrical engineer now, so we can operate those different, the power room when we're ready. All right, so let's cut these off. My favorite tool that they've implemented is this cut tool. By far, one of the best, in my opinion. And then we're just gonna have a ladder, goes in between both the top and the bottom. And then we'll close this off after everything falls down to here. All right. Yeah, that's not too shabby. Let's add a airlock, gonna use iron ore. I'm really avoiding the cinnabar since I really want to put that and turn that into mercury, since mercury is going to be pretty useful. Probably a little bit, it's really close to the pea water when you want to use it for cooling, but I think it might be a little bit better. So we're going to try it out in a little while here. Okay, that's all fallen down. Let's get those out of the way, and then we will close this off. Hopefully that'll become a little power plant. If not, then we'll need to add the building. I think it actually does, it might need that station. Yeah, the power control station, so we'll put that. It's gonna bother me that's not the right size, so we're just gonna put it right there for now. And then we will open this up. Voila, no big deal. And then we'll make that our 7 priority so we can make sure we get extra power. I really appreciate that recommendation, by the way. That was really helpful. Yeah, it's not there yet. We need to have the power station. I think adding the Bionic duplicants provide microchips, that was a really smart move, in my opinion. Because unless you had a regular supply of metal, like on the other asteroids where you have the iron volcanoes or the other metal volcanoes, you would probably run out if you kept making microchips with power control station. So I believe it's raw. I think it's refined metal that you need in order to make that. Let's see if it tells me. Yeah, 5 kilograms of refined metal. So now that we have just a bunch from here, it's nice. Adds to the loot. Love it. Love it. Okay, we've got a bunch of floxes, and they seem to be doing okay. I've been trying to remove the eggs out of here so we keep getting a bunch more. Some of the stuff that I've been trying to understand as we go through this series, if I was to do an achievement run on Ceres, which is this asteroid, right, along with the Bionic duplicants, what would be the easiest way to do so? And in my experience so far, I think rushing for like a farm of mammoths is probably one of the better ways to do that. When they grow and they pass away, or you have too many or extra or whatever, if you look at their database entry, they drop 22,000 meat. That's substantial right there. So the only thing that I think will be hard is if you have bionic duplicants. They don't eat any food, so you will need to actually go through and probably have more regular duplicants for the beginning of the run at least. So just some kind of things that I've noticed. I'm taking notes for if I actually wanted to go with one of those achievement runs on this asteroid in the future. We have a cosmetic blueprint. Can't forget about these. It's always neat to see what they provide us with every single time. Ooh, a puce bed. I like that. I think we have that one actually, but that's all right. We don't have enough eco power banks. Yeah, we're gonna need to make some more of those, I think. Because each one of those duplicants you need 4, right? So let's take a look. Let's slow it down. Let's take a look at all the different bionic dupes. Where are we at? No. Saw one over here. Oh, I see 2. We're gonna pause it. Let's take a look. All right, Chip, what are you doing on power banks? So we have an empty eco power bank. So 2 more for you. Okay. And we have 2 more for you. And we have, so that's at least 4. I'm gonna say 8 because we want to keep some charged, right? Let's see, where's our last duplicate? Running around somewhere. I could just click on this and make it easier on ourselves. There's Eduardo, there's Chip, and there's Ulti. There we go. All right, Ulti, what are your power banks like? Yeah, we're gonna need a bunch more, so. No big deal. We'll just have them continually work on that in the background. I'm noticing that really takes a lot of time to work on that. So until they have enough skill points to make that stuff quick, it's gonna take a little bit of time. Now I wonder, did they add any rooms? Because if you put that in a room of some kind, maybe that would be cool. Hey, we have a power plant without the actual building. That's nice. I'm gonna just not build that. I will break this apart though. Save the oxalate. There we go. We're staving off on the research for a minute. I don't want to do that while we are still kind of figuring out what we need for the power. See, we've got enough water. Just constantly checking some of the cool stuff, making sure we have enough water and it's at a nice temperature. Oh man, not really. Yeah, definitely not warm enough. So if we wanted to, we probably could warm it up by putting it in here on the heaters. That would be a temporary solution though. Yeah, you know what, why don't we do that? Let's go with that. We'll just try it out, see if it works. Let's do, no, we don't need power, we need plumbing. There we are. Alright, we're gonna just put one of these here and see if we can get it to provide some extra heat. Which one's warmer though? And they're about the same. So we're gonna try and keep that regular water nice and warm. And then, yeah, we'll just take it back. We'll go liquid bridge. We'll go back one way and over here. Do we have any other ones that we need to go to? No, we're just gonna go straight over. Insulated pipe. And back over. Just gonna try it out, see if it works. If not, let's get rid of it, right? This is a lot of the stuff that I like to do. I'm just trying some trialing and erroring, seeing what works. Yeah, this I don't have a lot of experience using the conduction panel, but it carries liquid and it allows extreme temperature exchange with the overlapping building. So if the water in there is already warm enough to not freeze, then this should allow it to just kind of warm up as it goes through, and then in at the same token, stop the heat from getting outside of this as quickly. Although, that does remind me, we could do, we do need some clothing. That would probably be helpful. Stations. Is it a textile? Textile, yeah. Or clothing, no. Yeah, this one. Put you here. We're gonna make some cool clothes. Maybe some more of these, one of the dupes has a winter coat. I don't remember who grabbed the winter coat, but I know that they're around here somewhere. I think if we just make a few more now that we have some reed fiber. 35, that's a lot more than I thought. Alright. Still pretty good. Alright, we can move a little bit faster now that we have a little bit of food for our bionic dupes. We have a few things set in motion here. 10 eco power banks. We're waiting on materials. And they're making them out of abyssalite. Okay. Do we have enough abyssalite? Yes, we do. Only 15 tons. I feel like you can never have enough of all the materials. Okay. So what we're gonna do after that, let's see. It is no longer a power control room or a power plant. Why are we no longer a power? Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Was it tuned? It is tuned up. Okay. Are they both tuned up? They are. All right. Good. All right, this is almost done. We're going to close that off once we are ready. And then on this side is where we're going to start dropping the petroleum generators. So let's actually start building the mesh tiles here. Go all the way across. Leave this one. We're going to have a ladder here so we can go down and kind of create a little section for the liquid pump. Because that polluted water is actually really warm. It'll probably heat up this area pretty quickly. So let's actually get that started. Let's do generator 1, 2. Probably just 2 to start. We don't have a ton of ethanol, but at least we can start using what's here, and then we did pump that into these 2 sections here. Where are they? Oh, they're going down into the squash plants. They need those, that's right. I almost forgot about that, actually. So we have ethanol there. We have some right here. Yeah, lots and lots of these things. Let's actually open this up. I forgot what that is. And then we will open this. Trying not to do the squirrel movements where we go like from a million different things. I find that's what happens to me quite often, right? Where you're like, I gotta do this and this and this and this. And you just go all over the place. It happens all the time. So we're trying to do my best in avoiding that if we can. Okay. Hey, we found the other one? Really? Oh, that's right. I've never seen this before, so this is new to me. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to check out this other asteroid. Cool. Lots of mercury laying around here. Okay, cool. Let's just not get too crazy on staying over there. Let's see what else we have to do. We have some duplicates that need some skills. Ulti. We could do a booster slot. You know, let's do that. It'll be fine. Nikola, no, we're gonna leave that. Yeah, see, this is what I was afraid of. I don't want to get too high on the morale requirement, so we're just gonna leave them alone now. And let's see what we got. I don't think I want another duplicate yet. We're suffering from the insufficient oxygen generation at the moment, so we're gonna hold off on that for a little bit. All right, they're done with that plumbing, so let's actually pause this. Go over and up. Cut this off. And now we're gonna make this water go super fast. Going in at 1.5 degrees. Let's give this a moment and let's see how it works. Alright, I'm gonna stop it right here. Comes out at 2.7, so we're getting a degree difference here. It's definitely worth that, I would say, so we don't have to worry about it freezing in the pipe, and then it's going to heat up everything in here. All of our water systems are on a loop, at least at the moment. We are doing that on purpose. Otherwise, things like to freeze, and we want to avoid that, right? Kind of like this stuff at home. You always have to worry about that, especially with how cold it is right now here. Oh boy. Solid gunk on the gunk section here. Yeah, we're gonna have to move that. Let's move the gunk here, please. Alright, so sweep only. That's what we need to do. They're just gonna loop that, and that's a problem. We don't want to do that. Oh man, all these little things. Oh hey, they did do all that. Let's open that up, get that ready for our petroleum generators. Okay. I probably could add more reservoirs and just pump up all of this ethanol, but I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. I don't want to like commit too much space. Normally I put those in the ranches, but we needed a ton of pike apple bushes for all of these phloxes, so didn't want to reserve that space. And then the Bamas from our previous episode, we made sure there were 4 hydroponics squash plants for each one of these, right? Because they eat a ton. My gosh, this thing is going crazy. Way up and down. I was not prepared for that. Okay, how much? We got 360 eco power banks, 2. Okay. And it's filled up. Good. We're gonna make some more of those. And we're struggling on the power. We may need to implement some stuff. I don't want to do any solar panels because we have meteors. Until we have a way of dealing with the meteors, I'm gonna avoid solar panels, I think. So we're gonna try and do some other fun things and activities. Okay, natural gas geyser that is idle at the moment comes out at 150 degrees Celsius. So that's a pretty, that's gonna make this area really warm. So we would have to encapsulate this in insulated tile and then just kind of pump it out directly into the generators. But I don't want to open this until it's actually not idle anymore. I want to probably do that when it is dormant. So we will probably end up opening that up in a little while. Yeah, I think that's the route that we're going to end up going with. And we have a bunch of rust. We can probably try something with that. And I don't remember if the only way to use rust is the deodorizer. Is that the only way? What do you guys think? Do you guys know? I don't think I've ever used rust as a form of oxygen generation. I think it's always been a spam. I don't think I've ever used that, but it might be useful in some certain situations here. So, and then this this oxalite sconce. That's great. All right, let's get rid of these exclamation points here. It does bother me if we have it sitting here for overly too long. Oh, you do use it? Okay. Yeah, I usually just have SPOMs because they usually provide enough, but maybe we do that so we can get chlorine. My only problem here, we're gonna slow down for a minute. My only issue with chlorine is chlorine has a very, you know, a not very low temperature to turn it into a liquid, right? So, now that kind of makes me wonder, does liquid chlorine, is it denser than polluted water? I think it is, right? Change rust to iron ore. Can you do that here? Or does it, metal refinery? No? No? Where would we go for that? Not plant, no. I might not have it at the moment. Let's just go here. We'll type it in the good old database. Rust. Okay. The squeaky puffed. It is in the oxygen tab? Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's... It converts rust into oxygen and chlorine, yeah. Oh, Drecos can sometimes be found in these biomes. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what we decide to do with that, but... Either way, I think it might be useful since we have a bunch of it. If we go to here... Just type it in. Rust. We got 34 tons. That's quite a bit of rust. Yeah, that might be good. Maybe we'll work on that after we're done with the power. Just kind of thinking it would be good to utilize the resources that we have available, right? Yeah, and mop up all that. Yeah, you're gonna be mad though because you're inside of all of that liquid. Alright, we're gonna try and convert everybody to these eco power banks. I don't know if it's gonna work very well. Oh, it gives out iron ore, but doesn't say it on the tool tab. I see, okay. So I guess it would be really good to convert the rust so that way we can get extra iron ore for future reference. Got it. Okay, yeah, maybe we will work on that in the next foreseeable future once we're done with our power generation. I don't know why it's taking so long. I'll move a little bit faster here. And then we want a ladder going down into that section. We're going to open this all up. And yeah. Maybe we'll just have a little section here. That's where the... Actually, let's make it the same length. So what we'll do is we'll have everything fall down like we did here, and then, yeah, that's what we'll do. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I really like how there's always so many different ways to fix things and change things and all sorts of stuff. Many ways to do the same thing. We're waiting regular eco power bank. Okay. Did we get a mechatronics engineer? I don't think we did. No, we don't have one yet. We're close, but we don't want to max out any of the morale yet. So, because the reason I asked that is I want to use some auto sweepers to make some of this deliveries not as cumbersome. Current load is 240. We want some warm coats. It costs 4 reed fiber for a warm coat. Okay. We're only gonna get 7 of them, since we already have one from the beginning of the Asteroid. Oh. Some snow melted. That's not good. But, so this went from super hot to okay. Let's actually look at our water. We're gonna pause it now. It's at 2.7 degrees, 2.3 degrees. In here, it's about 2.3. So, you know, utilizing this little method to just keep the water inside of the pipes warm enough, it seems like that's a really good way to do that. So, it's a quick little solution. Again, we've got this little conduction panel that's providing the heat exchange from the wood heater into the pipe, just so that way it doesn't freeze. And that's pretty nice. I really like that. I've never used that before, so. A lot of the other systems and the other types of things that I've used, they don't require the conduction panel. So that's kind of nice to see that something like that works really well. All right. Once all this is down here, we will cut it off. Power we want. All right, so we are going to start moving it all over here, right? All right, that's fun. We have to do that though. Once we make this change, it's going to be a lot easier. I'm going to add a little bit of automation here. I don't know if they're going to be able to reach this though. So what we'll do is we'll have two switches here. One here and one here. We're gonna just have those on a manual shut off and turn off and turn on just for now. It's gonna give us the option to just allow one of them to consume the ethanol. All right, let's do this. And then, actually, I changed my mind. We want to add one more. We're gonna go down one more row, so that way they can reach all this. Yeah, much better. Okay, so the main reason that I want to do this is so we can have multiple power bank chargers going at the same time. I think that that's going to be the best way. Let's look at our power grid right now. So this one has quite a bit on it. This one only has 720. Okay, just making sure we have enough regular water. Let's make this a little bit higher of a priority so we can get some more water in here. So we look at our SPOM. This is our setup that we have. I don't know if everybody's seen this or not. Please bear with me here. So we have a liquid valve that's set to 5,000 grams per second here. And on the output of the other reservoirs, we have the same thing, 5,000 grams per second. This allows it to continually run around and around and around. Inside of the SPOM, it's obviously warm enough, so we don't have to worry about any of the water freezing when it goes inside of here. So that's just exactly why we've used this little system here, and I think it's working for now. We will adjust this later on to something more robust, but I think this is going to work in the short term for the cold needs of this area. So just wanted to show that off, since it was kind of neat to come up with our unique way of dealing with the cold in the pipes. So, all right. So what I would like to do is we're gonna build like a liquid pump here. You know what? I lied. I do want it the same. I'm just changing my mind left and right. I'm sorry, everybody. Oh man. All right. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this water right away, right? And we will convert it directly into regular water, send it right into the SPOM. Let's see, what is our outputs? Let's look at that here. So 750 gallons, excuse me, and 750, so 1.5, right? These take, how much do we take here? We need 1,000. Okay, so it's only gonna be good for one of them and then half of this. Okay. So we would need another one in order for that to work completely properly for a spa, right? And then, because it would give us more water than we would need. But at that point, we will burn through ethanol so fast that we won't have enough to continually work through that. So, okay. We'll just add it into the reservoirs then, after we process it into regular water. That should be pretty helpful. Okay. So we're gonna move this power system over here, which means we need a couple of things. We need the location for all of that too, which is gonna be like here, 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 here. All of this is gonna be rows of transformers here. Let's take a look at our blueprints. Some spicy tofu. Yeah, we're just gonna keep doing that for now. I really don't want to rely on having more and more duplicates, because then we're gonna have to get another room, and it's just an extra step we don't want to do right now. So we're gonna hold off on that. Eight duplicates seems to be pretty good. I think if I was to change anything at the beginning of this playthrough, it would be to have one of these for each of the duplicates. Keep them separated so that way they don't use the regular bathroom. Okay, and how is this? Yeah, this one's not moving, and this water is negative 11.8 degrees. Okay, how cold is it down here? Yeah, negative 30. Okay, that's pretty cold. Whoa, that's really warm though. Is that magma? It is. What? Magma is great because we can create a bunch of things with that. Okay, trying to decide what we want to do with this water. I'll think about it while we're working on this power grid. So we want regular heavy watt wire for now. All right, we're not going to be doing anything too fancy. Keep it along this grid here. And then we will have a heavy watt plate here. And then we're just going to go straight down. Oh. There we go. Yeah, we're just going to go straight down, add a ladder in the right column. Yeah, this is spaced out. So this series is this is the Bionic DLC. This is the Frosty Asteroid DLC, and it is spaced out. I'll just hit the exclamation. You can see at the bottom here, all of these are enabled at the bottom. So we're playing all three of those in this playthrough. It's gonna be neat. It's gonna be exciting. Haven't played too much. Oh, is it not normally that on the other ones? On just like a regular one asteroid? I haven't played the Frosty DLC too much. So I started a series about it and then I got distracted doing other things, and now we're full swing streaming it, which is kind of neat, actually. I'm enjoying the streaming quite a bit. More so than I thought, but... Let's see, what are we gonna do next? We're gonna be moving this over here. Oh, no, wrong one. Here we go. And we will just close that off. Alright, so love the combination of dupes. Some creators play only Bionics. Real and Bionic will create interesting challenges. Yeah, the problem you can run into if you only run Bionic duplicates is if everyone runs out of power, what are you going to do? Right? So in my head, I wanted to make sure I had a regular duplicate to resuscitate them. That was like one of my big Big brain moments, I want to call it. Let's go to that. Get us some of our material back, since we're not using it. Alright, let's see, what do we have else going on here? Yep, so we're going to be making our power grid all the way over here. We're going to take this and move it away from this section. Looks like we're getting a bit more of the hydrogen coming through, which is great. Critical power level. Did we not get enough power? No, we did not yet. Okay. Yeah, this is why we need to have more power banks made. Yeah. We'll make some of these to keep us going for a little bit while longer. So we're gonna have a whole section dedicated to the power bank charging, but that's why we're moving all the power over here, so we can connect up our petroleum generators. We can put these that are generating enough power over here, create a power station, all of that fun stuff would make us a lot more efficient. Definitely where we're moving towards, so super excited. Okay, we've got a lot of water in here. Let's just take a look at our current water situation. This stuff is at 22 degrees because it's coming right out of the liquefier directly into our pump system here. That's good. All right, let's move over here. Auto bottler is still working the way we need it to. Let's check our water over here. It's at 3.2 degrees now instead of 1.2, which is what we started at. So that's very helpful. We may, I think I might just add some temporary water from this situation here. Yeah, I think that's what we might do. That way we don't have to worry about using this setup yet, even though we do need to figure this out because we're running out of space. Oh man, that's one of the fun things about this one. Everything is so cold, but you don't want to deal with it yet. Okay, let's kind of focus on our power. Let's see, we want to go here. So we have insulated tile. We're gonna just use insulated tile all the way across the board. This will not work right there. So you're going to start here. I believe it's 3 tall, right? If we look at the grid with a large, no, it is 2 tall. Okay, good, perfect. Because we'll have one here. That's going to be for the metal refinery. We want to keep that separated from the rest. Yeah, we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. We're just going to keep this going probably all the way down. They're going to love it. I did it backwards. We need to do this the other way. Someone was going to call it out. I know. We'll just put a couple down for now. I don't want to use up all of our materials yet. We don't have a ton of refined metal. We don't have a way of creating the 1-to-1 ratio yet, so we're going to hold off on just depleting our resources for the moment. I do want to do a couple of things though. I want to change this to regular tiles. I'm not sure why I made this one lower than I normally do. You know, I think that happens often where you're like looking at all these new shiny things and then you're like, oh, whoops, I forgot to do this and this and this. One of the things that I forgot to do when we started was creating this room as a science room, right? So we have our laboratory right here, right? So that's like one of the easiest things to remember at the beginning of the entire start of the entire asteroid there, but we're good now. Let's add this here. I think what we will do is add a bridge. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I completely forgot about that early on, and I'm not sure why I made it so low. Yeah, I'll be redoing it when we need the uranium research, when we need to do the rad bolts. But I'm just going to keep it right here for now. I've been avoiding doing any extra research so we can keep up with the power that we're using. So, yeah. See, this area is getting warm and warm and warm, and that's what we want. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna section this area off from the rest of it. All this to the left is gonna be warm, and then we're gonna keep everything cold over here. Otherwise, we're gonna run out of food and everything else. We don't want that, so that's kind of why we're slowly removing some of these things here. Let's see, can we... I don't want to just, like, break it apart. We have another carved crystal that we can put somewhere as well. And where would we do that? We have so many mammoth eggs, too. I don't want to have another mammoth farm yet, or anything like that. Because you need to feed all these different hydroponic farms, and that's so expensive on the ethanol. We're going to use all that ethanol for here, so we need to go this way. Okay, good. I did make it out of insulated pipe. I was worried for a second. I'm like, I hope I didn't do regular pipe. Critical power level. Yeah, I know. Let's make one of these. 4 of those. All right. So we haven't had any stress lately on the duplicants. All right, why are we going? That is not what we wanted. All right, we're just gonna deconstruct that. I thought it would go the way we wanted it, would want it to go, and it's not, so. We're gonna keep it going in this direction for a little while. Fill up the reservoir here. And then we will worry about spam in a little bit here. Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fix this, because it's bothering me. We're gonna deconstruct you. And then we're gonna build you up higher 1. So then all the food is up 1, and then we'll rebuild the ration box. Did this turn into a great hall? No, it did not. You know what we can do? We can make... what do we want? We want a large canvas. 1 large, 2 small. And then we're gonna go up 1, 2. Put ladders here. There we go. See, this is why we love how fast things can change in this game. It's so cold in here that it's gonna stay in deep freeze anyways. Okay. Fantastic. Now, do those generate heat? They do. Okay. I was wondering. How much water are we at? 530, 40. Okay, it's going up. I'll probably switch it back once this hits like half. Like in the yellow. Okay, good. Let's get some of this power situated like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. No, too far. We'll just have this ready for all the other transformers when we get there. And then we'll move it around. We'll make this area the other power station. We may have to turn this into something like a door. Yeah, we might have to turn that into a door. We'll see what we decide to do. But I'm thinking that's going to be a door. I don't think we have anybody capable of making masterworks yet. So we'll see if someone paints. Actually, you know, we probably could. Let's go here. There we go. It requires microchips, but we make one of those, it'll be great. All right, so we've got some pretty good systems in place now. I definitely need to figure out the polluted water, though. I could do something similar to this, because we have it set up with all this kind of going in and out, in and out. This is at 12.1, this is at 13.4, and these are inside of here is where it's super cold, so let's look at the temperature here. Yeah, it is pretty cold in most of these areas, so we're gonna have to make some changes in a little bit for the polluted water. Here we go. This is what it normally looks like in a standard Dom playthrough. Normally it's only this tall. Alright, we got lots of pike apple. Lots and lots of pike apple. This is almost done. Polluted water is gonna need a sieve. Oh, we can't put the sieve here because we look at the refinement, we look at the sieve. That won't work right there, will it? No, no, no. So it's gonna have to go over here, around this section here, I would think. Oh, we have another printing. What do we have to do? Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not getting another duplicate for a little bit here. We need to figure out this power first. Change this to a 1 again. We have plenty of water now. This is almost at the yellow, so we should be good to move on to more important things. Alright, we got our Masterworks. Apparently we made 2 of them. Okay. Alti, you are our new Masterworks. We're gonna eat it. Oh my gosh, that is great. I love it so much. It just brings back memories of so like Nintendo 64 and Super Nintendo. On the back it literally says, "Do not blow in this cartridge," and you did anyways. Everybody always did that because that's what made it work. So there we go. So maybe we'll have our mess hall turn into a great hall in a moment. Let's just make sure we have the tile requirement. It's 32. Yep, we're at 42, so this should be fine. Oh man. Chilly surroundings, huh? Okay. No big deal. What are we making here? Oh, we're making phosphorus and clay. Got it. Got it. Everybody's moving pretty quick. This is pretty standard. Let's check out these warm coats. Frankie, we need you. Gossman, Chip, Harold. Okay. Ooh, an achievement. You know, we're not really going for achievements this time around, but oh gosh. Okay. All right. Yep, I definitely didn't expect all these to show up like that. Okay, so we got a masterpiece. Good, and that's what we wanted. So this should be a great hall now. There we go. Fantastic. That's what we wanted. We needed the great hall. So now we've got the extra morale boost. Good. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna get rid of these. We're gonna put a pedestal right here, and then we are going to put the last lumen quartz crystal here. So that way we aren't using extra power. But we do want them to be in a light area, well-lit area, so. In fact, I don't think we have any more, we don't have any gear balm right now. That's not good. It's at 80. Okay, we have 80, so it should be turning it into a bottle. Perfect, okay. Honestly, we should just put this over here instead. In fact, let's which one is it on? It's on this one. Oh wait, it doesn't even need power? Doesn't need power? Let's look. Okay, I guess the apothecary doesn't need power. I was under the impression that it did, but we're gonna move it right next to the auto bottler that has the gunk requirement. So, and then instead of putting the, oh my gosh, they're drinking it and throwing it all over themselves. Oh my gosh, that is great. I haven't seen that yet. See, like, that's just like the little things that they put in this game. It is amazing. All right, we need another pedestal that we're gonna put next to the apothecary. Oh man. It just makes you smile, makes you laugh, and that's why I love it. It has automation, but it doesn't have power requirement. Let's see. Let's go to automation wiring. Yes, it does. So if I had an automated storage that is set to gear balm, it would turn it on and off for me. Yeah. That would be perfect. Let's change this to a higher priority so that way we move it away from this location and it's right next to where it needs to be. Yeah, pipe blocked. I gotcha. All this piping, they don't like it. It's freezing up and everything else. What we should do is have another one of these, because if you can't solve it right away, we just put a band-aid on it, right? That's exactly how we do that. Oh man. Let's continue here. Alright, so we have this set up. We've got our plumbing all situated. We could probably start that, but nothing is connected to this yet, so we're not going to do that right now. We need to set up the power coming off of these. I think we want some more of the wire. We don't have a lot of copper ore. We have a lot of iron ore, and we will get even more and more and more. You know what? We're going to do just... I know that's a lot, and I know we're going to use a lot of material. But that's okay. Some of these asteroids have the iron volcano, the metal volcano. Let's look at our star map. If we click on this one, see, we even have... and this has our reservoirs on it, which we will need for sure. Infectious polluted oxygen vent. Interesting. Okay. One of those is going to have those volcanoes. Yeah, I know. I don't have it set up yet. So I'm just going to bite the bullet. Give me enough to use the better form of wiring. Yeah, I know. But we need it. We need to have the better wiring, so I suppose we could go to a little bit less than that, but we need to get some more power banks. Actually, let's click on our duplicates and see what they have. Metal power banks, okay. We have one eco. See, I feel like our empty eco power banks, so that's why we need to have more of these, right? I think we're gonna start there. Let's start there, yeah? Yeah. We'll get a bunch of these. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna deconstruct it. I'm gonna put a door here, and then close this off. So this is a room, and that'll be another one of these power plants like we have over here. We'll need to add some battery, probably. Yeah. Yeah, so we can change the signal switch from turn on and off to... Yeah, we'll do some AND gates, I think. I think that's how the best way we'll have to change that up. let's actually put that on here. Let's get our smart battery. Throw that right there. And then we want, let's get our AND gates ready. I'm gonna just change these up now so I don't have to do it later on, right? We'll do AND gates, we'll go flip you around like so. Right? So we'll do one here, and we'll go underneath. No? No, I don't like that. We'll do this. We'll cut the wire and we will change it. Yeah. We want to be able to turn them on and turn them off as much as we can, right? As we need to. If we don't have enough of one, so what we're going to do is battery is going to hit both of them, right? So we want battery to go up and over to both of those, right? And then you are going to go down here like so, and then like that, and then you like that, right? I think that's right. Yeah, because we have them, this one's sideways and this one's not sideways, so. There we go. At least that'll hold us off for a little while. Just want to make sure that it's turned on and off regularly, and then we can just turn them off whenever we want. So, AND gates, they're fun. Love them so much. All right, let's move a little bit faster. We have a little bit of stuff queued up. I'd really like to get these going. Power, conductive wire. Changed my mind. Okay, we went from 30 to 18, okay? We're saving some of our stuff. All right. So when this is set and those are set, then the 26 empty eco power banks won't be empty anymore. Because I think this will be plenty of that stuff. I'm gonna turn you off. I'm sorry. Yeah, I could see the cringe. I know it was a little much. I have a metal refinery, obviously, but we're not there yet. So this is all gonna change in a little while. We're just kind of trying to get ready for most of that. Let's change this threshold to I think it's 90, and then I like to do 30. Then we'll have this set up. We do need some of this conductive wire to go up to our refinery. See, that was part of the problem too, right? Like you can't have a metal refinery on the regular wire. It just doesn't work that way. Okay, good. We need more power. For our dupes. For our dupes. Cinnabar has been rather, what's the word I'm looking for? Finite. So we're not gonna worry about that too much. Okay, good, good. I think that putting these in a power plant really did help. So that suggestion, that was on point. Thank you. Definitely appreciate that. Okay, we need to put all the food. Don't want to leave pike apple just lying around here. Okay, invalid construction location. Yeah, I got it. I got it. There we go. All right. So, with all of those, we could probably just go straight over to this one. Let me look at this for a second. Make sure I'm right. No, we'll want it separated. I was thinking it would be good to just send one, but these will be constant, whereas this one is only going to be working, you know, every 78.7 cycles out of 123. It's a really weird way of wording that, by the way. I like it because it makes sense, but it's unique, I guess is a better term. All right, so then we're gonna send all of this water to a sieve. And that sieve is going to be along this row here. It's not gonna be enough for this, but we can constantly provide it into the extra system here. Because we're only gonna be able to put in, how much was it? 1.5 kilograms per second, and you need 2,000? 2,000 grams per second. Okay. So that's, you know, that's 2 kilograms versus 1.5. It's not enough, right? So we'll put a dent in it, right? We will put a dent in it, but it will not be completely enough. Okay, we're gonna go down like so. And then we are going to... We'll wait and see where I need to take it. Where do I want to put that sieve? It should be... right at the end? Yeah, right at the end. And then we're gonna put a storage bin here. I would use a mechatronics engineer, but we don't have one yet. Now that we have the Great Hall, we probably could, though. Alright, let's go to the plumbing, and... oh, we're in the plumbing. Just stop those, we don't need it. We're gonna send this directly into this reservoir system here. Perfect. Alright, so now we have all of our power banks. I think we should put a storage bin here. I'm hesitant because if we put a auto sweeper... oh, it will reach. Sweet. Alright. Pause. Let's go to our duplicates here. What do we have? We do not have the capability of getting the mechatronics engineering via the normal method at the moment. But if we look at these, who has extra booster pack capabilities at the moment? We have Eduardo, Ulti. No, they don't have enough room, I don't think, at the moment. All right, that's fine. We can just wait. Shipping and supplying is my favorite. And we will put our empty eco power banks. Perfect. And then we can have, you know, the whole storage system, just drop them off in here, and then we'll have the delivery with the auto sweeper later on. That seems helpful, right? I think so. Oh, I could swap out the Masterworks booster. You know, that's a good idea. I'd have to find Chip, Eduardo. Where's the other one? Ulti, where are you? It like skipped him. All right, so let's look. So you can just, oh, it's empty. So we could put it in here. Okay, I think we will. Change my mind. You can keep your Masterworks. All right, so let's go here. Even though for some reason I ended up with 2 of them. I don't remember why, but extreme digging, mechatronics. Here we are. That'll use some of our microchips, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Thanks for that tip. I didn't realize that you can swap them out. I thought that they were permanent, just like the skill points, but now that I think about it, if it's just like cartridges, you can just swap them in and out as you will. All right. So right now, I'm welcome in everybody. right now we are working on some power. We have a little bit of a backbone here coming in. We're gonna make a little bit extra areas for our duplicates to create some extra water. We have some petroleum generators. We have some ethanol that we're gonna put right into this, and that's gonna provide us with a little bit extra water that's warm enough to deal with the cold atmosphere. So that's kind of what we're working on right now. And on top of that, all that water just goes over here. Okay, so what I think we might do is now I think we can deal with this water because all of it is 12.9, 12.9, and it's not sitting in here, right? That was the issue that we were running into, is that it was sitting in the pipes, getting super cold, breaking the water, or breaking because it was freezing in the pipes. Yeah, that was just not good. So, let's see if we go... First, let's make sure our duplicates are running at their fastest speed, right? We want to make sure that that's happening, right? Because they get that 25% run speed bonus. Oh man, all that stuff is melting. We gotta make sure we mop that up. I think I don't want to have any of our bionic duplicates shocking the other duplicates, because that's their thing that they like to do. A citrus spandex suit. I'm just gonna get that on principle, okay? That is awesome. We're getting it. It's just happening right now. Who gets it? They've all got warm coats. Did we forget about the other warm coats? We did. Sorry, Ulti. Oh man. Let's just take a look. There's our spandex suit. Look at that. That is awesome. Okay, cool. Sorry. Colony achievement earned. Is that everybody's not wearing default clothing? I think that's what that is. Definitely. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see what we've got going on here. We've got a couple of minutes before we have these turned on. Right now we have some automation built in. We've got greens going in because of the battery being at 0 on the juice meter. We have them set with AND gates. That way if we need to turn one off, we can. I'm not going to turn it on yet. Actually, no. Let's do that. Let's just try that right now. Is it going to work? No. Why? That would be why. I have it set incorrectly. Whoops. This would be better if I set it up right? We're gonna fix that, I promise. Alright, so we need to do that, and then... What am I doing here? Yeah, I definitely have this all set up incorrectly. Sorry about that. And then we wanted a... There. Alright. Ignore all of my terrible wiring. Yeah. I should probably change it to the different colors, right? Because that's the cool thing now. To be able to change all these to the different colors. We've got like pink and yellow and green. Love it. I wonder if you can get more than that. Okay, so those are going to be going off now. We've got some regular water. How warm is it? Alright, 12 degrees. We're not going anywhere with that polluted water yet. We need to add that to... How much this do we have? Yeah, that's what's going to have to happen, unfortunately. We're going to do that for now. Anyways, so the goal here is we have 2 sections providing polluted water. This one we will need to deal with this contaminated water. Haven't decided how we are going to do that yet, but I think I have an idea. So if we can find something like a wheezewort, or we use some rust to turn it into chlorine, then use that chlorine to clear the area, that's probably our best bet. We have some bleach stone right here that could also work in our favor. Right, we have some options for that, so. definitely on some of the things to do in the near future. Okay, gear bomb forever. And then we want carved lumen. We're gonna get rid of this one right here. So, in the past, wasn't the apothecary, didn't it require power? I'm pretty sure it used to require power, because that's exactly why I put the wire there. I'm pretty sure it used to, if I remember right. There we go. All right, now we're good. So we have our gunk coming out of the gunk extractor directly into the bottle filler. We've set it to 80 kilograms. We are getting gear bomb. Gear bomb requires 80 kilograms of gunk. So that's exactly why we have it set up in this manner, which is good. We have some heating here just in case we need to heat up gunk from being too cold. I think we're gonna pick up all this ice and snow and move it here away from all this. Otherwise all this water is gonna get all over the place again. 1, 2, 3. I should have a critter sensor. That would probably be helpful, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's do that. That's under automation, isn't it? It is right here. I only want to have it so I know how many, and then we can capture the rest and put them back in here. All right. So on here we will have 1,320. On this one we have 1,920. Okay. See, with that we have eco power banks. We've been filling them out nicely. Perfect. Right. Let's get rid of this extra stuff. We're gonna put our our shipping. We want our auto sweeper to provide power banks to all of these. I thought we had a mechatronics engineer. Or did we just make the... We did. We just made it. Alti. We need you, buddy. I need you. There we go. I'm just gonna put it on here. It's not gonna be working 100% of the time. It's only gonna be working a little bit. So I think this is gonna be just fine. There we go. Fantastic. So now we shouldn't have to worry about power banks. Now when we have empty power banks, they should be able to just drop it in here. We don't have sweep only. I have no idea where they're at, but we have them. We have 19 of them. Wow, that's great. All right. We're working on moving our power generators over here. So we have this door. Let's see, should we put another door here? And then that will close it off from the rest of it. No, that's not where I wanted the door. I know everybody saw that and they're like, what are you doing? I said the same thing. All right. So now that we have 2 power generators behind this area, that should qualify it to be just like this one over here. So we'll have another generator, not generator, power, what's the room name? Power plant. Yeah. We don't have enough granite. Oh, so that's why it's not getting completed. Okay, we're gonna redo that then. Plumbing, insulated pipe, igneous rock. We didn't have a lot of igneous rock at a little bit earlier, so. There we go. We're hitting cycle 100. Heck yeah, love it. We're doing so well. I'm really enjoying this playthrough so far. Alright, let's do sand. I mean, I can just do filtration medium, right? voila, we hit 100. Heck yeah. Nice work, dupes. You guys are awesome. Guys, gals, and the like. Everything else. Okay, so you are idle. I'm just making sure, because this one's just running, and we are at 100%, right? Did I do this wrong? I did do this wrong, didn't I? Good job, Dom. I flipped it. I needed to flip this AND gate. Whoopsie. I was testing everybody, okay? That was what I was trying to do. Alright, so now if we look at the room, it is a power plant, so we can enable microchips. Great. Okay, and then we have a water sieve. Did it make it? It definitely did not. Igneous rock. And then... there we go. Wow, running out of material again? Got it. Alright, so what we want to do is take the AND gate, we'll make it the same way, but that's how we had it before, right? And we want it like this, I think. No. Ay. What am I doing here? Making things harder than I need to. That's what I'm doing. Alright, so that needs to go over to the right. That needs to go over one, and then we're good. Okay. Yeah. We'll build it, and then I'll fix the wiring. Building all of those. Oh, man. I'm going to deconstruct this power charger, since we have all 4 of these working in tandem with one another. Let's mop up all that ice. Then make that higher priority. I don't want that running forever. We already have gone through a ton of ethanol. Okay, where's this power? Okay, so potential consumers 960, so if we added that to it, it would not be good. Someone can run on here for a little bit and then it'll work just fine. Alright, that's made. Pause. Automation. Alright, let's fix this, right? So what we need to do, we need to cut you here. Cut you here. Go here, go here, cut you here. And then go here. There we go. See? All better. I don't make mistakes. You didn't see that. That never happened. Oh, man. Current count is 9, and that's including eggs. Don't count the eggs. How many eggs do we have? Just 1. Okay. Alright, so now that our power situation is starting to work in our favor, we also want to move the hydrogen, right? So we're going to put 1 hydrogen generator here. That's why I made it that specific way. Automation wire, please. 1, 2. That's fast. Yeah, we're running out of this stuff pretty quick. That's alright. We have the capability of turning wood. We have a lot of wood, 28 tons to be exact, and we can distill it directly into ethanol, which that'll probably be the route that we take to at least provide it to the generators, because they do provide a lot of power. If we look, 2,000, and then if they have a, is that with the microchip? No. It's without the microchip, but that's still plenty for a while. Let's look at our power overlay. That says it's strained, but it's probably not actually strained. Okay. We're gonna need one of you here. Oh man. Running out of materials. That's why I was gonna do 30 of them. It's alright. We should have them fix the water first, so that way this never runs out for a while. Same thing here. We could probably add this back here. We will cut you off here. Right? That looks good. For now. Oh man, we got gunk in the way, so we gotta mine that out and put it up here. Okay, so we have a crafting station here that could probably go... Do we need any of this though first? Do we need to research? No. Advanced medical booster? No. Digging? No. Construction? No. No, we don't need any of this. We can just get rid of this building. We're done with you. Goodbye. It was nice while it lasted. Until we figured out how to use the eco power boosters. Not eco power, but the eco power. Since now we are good on food for the foreseeable future, right? Alright. A couple of lumen quartz. We can use that for other things. Probably put one here now. So that way it's in that spot. I hope that it's close enough. I mean, it's 1, 2, 3. So if we look at the lighting, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that might hit the point of interest. Let's also mop up all that ice. Get that out of here. Don't like it. Don't want it. Don't need it. Choose our blueprint. Again, we're gonna hold off. We have some stressed out dupes. What are we doing, Chip? Is it because you went down into the place you couldn't breathe, or... Eduardo, Nicola. That's ulti. Oh well. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. We'll have them running that so we can get all this extra ethanol back into our reservoir system. So we don't have a battery here. We aren't constantly requiring them to go in and out. Why are we not making that though? Yeah, we're just gonna make these a little bit higher on the priority list, get them done and out of the way. All right. Not too shabby. Grinding gears. Okay, we need to make this a higher priority. I really don't want to run out of gear balm. And the only issue that I think you run into on this type of asteroid, there's no slime yet. I haven't run into it at least. And you need slime to make the phyto oil if you want to use the other types of lubrication instead of the gunk gear balm lubrication. So unless you can figure out a way to get more gunk and use that entirely, that's where I think you run into the grinding gear situation consistently. But yeah. Oh, we have another cosmetic blueprint. Let's see what we get. Ooh, charcoal diagonal. I don't think I had that one actually, so it's kind of nice to see some new things. Okay, looks good. Let's get this piping finished so we can start sending what we need to send. All right. Now that we are our power is good, we have quite a bit for our bionic dupes. We do need to start wondering what we're gonna do in 22.2 cycles here. So I might dig into the bleach stone. That might be the route to go. If I remember correctly, Oxygen is lighter than chlorine. So if I decided to put a rust oxidizer here, or deoxidizer, excuse me, then we could probably use the chlorine to clean the water. We don't have any wheezeworts, so we can't just clean it with radiation. We don't have any shine bugs. If we did, I think we murdered them. So the next best thing is going to be to rely on the chlorine and create a chlorine bath, I think. I think that will be our best bet. Especially because it's going to be warmer. Because these create... Let's see, what do they create? How much heat do they output? 1.13 kDTUs, right? Oh, see, it does say. Perfect. Tells you how much iron you get out of it. So that would be very helpful, I think. Yeah, we will need to set up that for sure. I might just do it so we can get some extra stuff, but let's do this. Whoa, no, don't do that. We're gonna need some regular, good old-fashioned conductive wire, but we aren't gonna do that yet. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna add a small transformer right here for right now. And then that will provide power directly to this liquid pump. That's what I would like to do. So we'll go over, and then we will do a wire bridge. And then the last thing I'm going to do is put a door here, so that way if we have any polluted oxygen, it kind of just stays in there. And then we also want to remove all of these materials. We don't have a location for it right now, but I could just put obsidian and rust and abyssite. What else do we have over there? I think that's it. Maybe igneous. Yeah, igneous rock. And then now we do sweep only. That should get us all of these materials out of here. Mafic rock. Missing one. There we go. And databanks, I'm just going to relocate those right here so I remember where they're at. We need it a little bit higher on the priority as well. Finally starting to catch up. Everything is starting to move in the right direction. We are not pulling out any of this polluted water that is 24 degrees. So this area is going to get warm really fast. That's why we have it separated and isolated from the rest of the base here. All right. What is next, everyone? What are we doing next? Carved lumen is not ready and available. We'll get rid of this pedestal. All right, let's put the other carved lumen here. There we go. Fantastic. That should be plenty of light, hopefully, for the rock crusher. We aren't going to continually use that. Probably use it only a little bit here and there until we can get the metal refinery situated. This is going to move. All this is going to move. Again, I'm just putting it here temporarily to get us to where we need to be. Yeah. We don't have enough metal for what we want to do, so we're going to wait for a minute. Because this is going to be... Right here is where we are going to put a steam turbine or two. I think one, actually, because I think two would be too big. We will need to research that. Let's start doing that as well. Power. Zoom out a little bit. Oh my gosh. Too close. Even on my screen, it's a little bit too much. Did we do everything? I think we did. Everything in this row is completed. So we don't have the steam turbine solar panels yet. We need to use the uranium research. Okay. So this is on the list of things to do in the next couple of cycles to start figuring out how we're going to be researching. We had a uranium area, if I remember. I think I remember seeing uranium somewhere. No? Maybe not. Nope, no uranium. That's fine. We can use the radiation from the atmosphere up here to provide rad bolts, and then since we have our power situation over here, we can just put it up here away from the main base area, and then with that kind of there, we can just have our science room right here next to it, right? Since all this is now, ethanol's all kind of out of the area and out of the way. Yeah, that'll be good. We'll create the research area right here next to these awesome looking tiles that don't apparently provide run speed, just decoration value. I didn't know that. Okay, good to know. We have a lot of carbon dioxide. Yes, we do. So we need to, if we are worried about that, we will need to address it, but I think these will be perfect for that, so I could throw a few of those in here. What do they add? How much carbon dioxide is it? It is 500 per second, okay. So that's 1,000. We're adding 1,000. And what's that compared to these? Okay, so these are micrograms, right? So yeah, this is a lot more than this is probably capable of handling. But worst case, we just pump it out into space and then we don't deal with it. We just leave it alone. I was just thinking they're going to keep opening and closing this door, especially if we're trying to change things around. Hydrogen's going up and over. It's going over here right now, but we will need to adjust. Okay, I'm gonna adjust it to right there for now. Should be fairly simple to swap everything over to this once we have enough materials. I would really like to just keep the power spine the same with all the large power transformers, and then we can use the regular wiring for a while until we have enough coming from the metal refinery. So I think that's how we are going to proceed. We're just going to build enough of these here, and then we will use just the regular wiring for a little bit at least, because we do need them. I don't think this is 100% necessary. We will adjust this soon, especially because we have enough heat coming out of the different areas here and here, and even up here. So what I want to do next is let's break into these. That'll allow us to have some bleach stone. And then if we use the bleach stone, what I'm going to do is let all this carbon dioxide out. And we're actually going to break this open so that the carbon dioxide can fall straight down and go all the way over here. It's gonna go here instead of over here until this fills up, so I think that's fine. Don't think we'll need to worry about it too much. There we go. We're just gonna open this up and allow all that to fall through. And then we'll grab some bleach stone, throw it in here, kind of cheat our way to bleach, or not bleach, chlorine for a little bit. I suppose I could, what could I do? I could do, I know. We'll create a temporary vacuum in here. Maybe that'll be more helpful, right? Gas pump. Throw it here. And then ventilation. Let's do gas pipe here. We're just gonna pump all of that out of here, I think, instead. Should have just done that to begin with. And then I'll just cut off the pipe and then never touch it again. The bleach stone needs to be put in here before we suck out all of the stuff, because then we're not going to go back in here, right? So, power. There we go. Oh, geez. All the sand. Don't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. Let's do... No, we won't do a storage bin. We'll just put the bleach stone, relocate here. Right? No power yet. Yeah, we haven't added a power wire directly to this one right here. I'm gonna wait until all this is done and we have bleach stone in here. And then we will just suck out the atmosphere, get all of the oxygen and carbon dioxide out of there, let the bleach, a little bit of the bleach come out, it's fine. And then we'll cut off the power to it and then it'll be what we need. So the chlorine should kill all the contaminants. I'm trying to focus on it a little bit because we only have 20 cycles. As we all know, those cycles can go by in the blink of an eye, so we need to address that sooner rather than later. Okay, and while we're at it, we are also, like I said, going to work on transferring our power consumption to these other ones. We're gonna go down, over. Actually, let's go up. We're not gonna change anything yet. We just need to, yeah. I know it probably bothers some people that it is not lined up perfectly, and I'm sorry. So what we're going to do is look at both of these. This is 1260 on this one, and the other one is, yeah, we can get rid of this and then add that over there. And then we will add this one here. And then we'll cut it. This goes over this amount. Well, that's 960. Yeah, we're gonna change that a little bit. We're gonna go with these right here are gonna attach. Alright, what is our blueprint? What do we got? Adelia seeds. Oh. Oh, aren't those the new ones? Let's do that. Let's check that out. No, they are new, but they're not the nectar plants. Okay. I thought that they were the nectar plants, but they are not, so we don't have to worry about it too much. Okay. It says insufficient oxygen generation, but I think some people have been getting some issues here. We might need to up to the next version of the SPOM, which that will be a little bit of work. We will need to probably put that up here or down here. Probably down here would be my guess. Give us enough space, and then we can, yeah. Then we're not stuck. Good. This is so much more efficient that it's actually, we have no eco batteries to charge, and that's the point we want to be in. Okay, so now we need that one done. They can't reach that, so we need to fix that, and then we can swap over all of the wires to the new power spine. It's just a nice way to easily get rid of our old one and move on to the new one. I should probably I should probably do this. Yeah. It's probably a good idea. And we're just gonna go over and cut this off here. And cut that off there. I'm just gonna turn this off temporarily, get all this hydrogen back into the reservoir, and then put that back. There we have it. That way we can send all this over here. Insulated pipe will go up and over. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down, please. Okay. And then we will need another closet. Go up and over. Cut this pipe off, and then we're good again. Right? We will probably use the same format that we had before, where we have a, what are they called? They are called the bridge, right? We'll have a bridge here, and then we'll go up and over, and it'll provide power here first. Just like you always do. Again, standard spawn setup, nothing crazy, getting some space back, all those fun things. This looks so neat. That was just I just want to point out, like, this is a really good way to add microchips. Like, this is very smart. Oh no, Frankie, I'm sorry. You know what we need to do? Frankie, I'm sorry. We can move your bedtime to another time. I didn't realize that this would happen to Frankie. So, Frankie, we're gonna put you here instead. Whoopsie. Again, I don't make mistakes, everybody. It never happens. You never saw that. Oh, man. Alright. So that looks good. We have plenty of that. Let's see, no power because we aren't connected yet. But did we get bleach stone? We did not get the bleach stone yet. Why did we not get the bleach stone? You know, it could have been what am I thinking of here? No, let's leave that so they can reach. They probably emitted into the atmosphere and then it just kind of dissipated before they could move that. So let's get all this and then we will move it over. There we go. Where are we taking that bleach stone? We're gonna follow you. Well, actually, we're gonna look. Where are you taking this? Oh. Does this have bleach stone in it? It does. Why do you have bleach stone? Oh, I did not realize we had that. Okay, we're gonna take you and relocate you here and make you a super high priority so that way everybody stops what they're doing and does it like right now. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed. Alright, we're grabbing some of the oxalite. Yeah, look at that. We have so much in here. Okay, so we don't have any consumers yet. We did fill out all that over there. They aren't running out of power yet. We have a little bit of hydrogen left. Okay. We have a lot of oxygen coming through. That's why it's saying that we don't have enough oxygen generation, because it's all sitting in the pipes. We aren't going to just vent it out into space. I probably could take this and drop it down into here, but I don't want it to, it's at 30 degrees, so it would really warm up the base. We should cool it down prior. Oh my gosh, good job, all team. So we're just gonna leave it here, and that's probably why it's saying insufficient oxygen generation at the moment. So, okay, now we have that. Let's do, where is it? Here it is. Over. Okay. We're just gonna send out as much of this as we can. If we look at our materials overlay, we're gonna look at the gases. You can see that we have a little bit of chlorine that's getting sucked out, but again, we're just gonna allow all this to get pumped out of that room, and then hopefully we'll just have chlorine emitting into that atmosphere. That's the goal, at least. Everybody's quiet today. Everybody doing all right? Let's add a way over here. That'll be more helpful. Alright, so now this is all set. I think it's time we check out what we need to do to make this work the way we want it to. So we are going to two things. We're going to cut the power here. We are going to cut the power here. Now, I don't know why it says that it's overloading, but interesting. Then we're gonna add you here, right? That's what we wanted to do, I think. Or did we want this to go all the way over? I think we wanted that to go all the way over. Yeah. And then we wanted to add you to go up here, and you're gonna grab all of this above it. And then, yeah, we will be good. Get rid of some of these, get some of that power back, or not power, the wire back, and that'll save us some materials in the long run. I know our wires are kind of all over the place and look a little ludicrous, but that is just something we'll fix right now. There we go, there we go, get rid of all that. Review, right? Perfect. All right, now we'll let them work. We can move on to super fast speed now that we have so much stuff for them to complete. Let's look at this atmosphere in here. See, all that oxygen is getting pumped out. Chlorine is lighter than oxygen, so we will probably be pumping a little bit more of the chlorine out first. But if we look at the amount of materials, it's still getting lower and lower and lower to the point where it will probably be only chlorine in this next couple of minutes here. Because that's what we want. All right. It's not going to be a ton of chlorine, but it'll be hopefully enough to kill any of the germs coming directly out of the polluted water vent here. Because it's going to push up all of the chlorine above it, right? Okay. Who went in there? We're not going in there anymore. Okay, these are going. That's good. We have water here. We have water here. We have a lot of polluted water here and here. Although... Okay, the water is 12.9 degrees Celsius. That's pretty decent. We could probably turn that into regular water if we wanted to. Might be a good idea to just kind of throw it in here for now. and then cut that off temporarily. What's the temperature of the water? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna add some more storage. I think that would probably be a little bit more helpful to get us through all of this polluted water. This would be better to have in a chlorine room, but we don't have a lot of chlorine right now. So, pause. Let's look at our material. Okay. We don't have a ton of oxygen left, but it's okay. Like in this room, it's slowly going down. And we stopped them from going in and out of here, so hopefully that's enough. Come back to that in a minute. Okay, all that is done. Pause. Alright, so now we want to go over and up all the way across the board. Right? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, while they finish that, let's go back to our materials overlay. We're at micrograms now. We sent some of this chlorine out here, but that's okay, it's fine. Chlorine's gonna fall all the way to the bottom anyways. I just hope it doesn't affect the, Yeah, we're playing around with the idea. I don't know if it's gonna be enough, but at least it'll have... If it's cold, it'll turn into liquid, right? So then if the liquid warms it up, then it'll turn into... You get what I'm saying here. We're gonna try and see if it'll work. If it doesn't, it's fine. I really would like a Wheezewort. That would make my day a lot easier. Oh, man. Alright, oxygen's almost fully out. There are probably better, more efficient ways to deal with that, but we'll see if it works. If it doesn't, then we'll just find another way to clean the polluted, or the infectious water. I mean, we have liquid chlorine down here. See, that's how cold it is. It turned it all into a liquid. Okay. Oxygen's almost completely gone. The second planetoid should have Wheezeworts. Yeah, we don't see him yet. See some sort of spigot pup egg. Ooh, interesting. I don't want to like send a duplicate on a one-way mission over here and then not be able to get them back right away. I'd have to find the teleporter and then, you know, activate both of them. Activate the, well, I guess because that requires a little bit of power, you could just put a couple things next to it. Wheezewort would be the better alternative with the radiation. Actually, I've got this. I think. Radiation, right? Yeah, we're gonna try this out. I'm not gonna completely break it open, but I think what we are going to do is allow a bunch of radiation to go right into it. Why didn't I think of this before? Silly me. We're just gonna allow radiation to penetrate this room, and that should kill all of the germs. Should. I know you guys can't see me, but I'm quotation marks here. All right, so yeah, we're gonna try to bathe it in chlorine, and all right, let's look. All we're sending out right now is chlorine, so we need to go here, and our cut tool. We can cut the power. Yeah, we're gonna allow radiation to just penetrate this room hopefully kill as much of that germy water as possible. Yeah. Yeah, and on another note, I'm going to turn off... I'm just going to cut the power to these, so that way we can see if it actually works, right? I don't want to start sending germy water all over the asteroid and then sending it into our SPOM, and then here's your infectious oxygen. That'd be terrible. A research booster. I'm just going to grab it because I don't want another duplicate right now. We're just going to keep 8 for now. We could probably handle more. Thanks, Pumpkin, by the way. We could probably handle more duplicates, but I think right now I want to really dial in what we have going on. Yeah, a pipe germ sensor could be pretty helpful. But then they'd have to go in and out again. So I just want to see if this radiation is going to help. Oh, it stops it. We see this here? Okay. We may need to breach so we have better radiation instead of that. Let's go like this. Let's try it this way. We're gonna go a little bit higher. And yeah, that'd be fine as well because we will provide, we do have some exposure to atmosphere right here. If we decide to build this, I think we won't allow the atmosphere to breach so we can keep the atmosphere in here. The problem with letting everything vent out, there's two things. One, you can't transfer your heat if there's no atmosphere, right? If you're in a vacuum, you can't transfer heat from the buildings, and that's really bad. We want to avoid that. So we're going to close that off, but we're going to open it up just so we have more radiation coming through. Yeah, the dupes are not having it. They're not happy right now. I can see it in their face. We'll do that after they get all this done. But yeah, I want this one to go all the way down into here, right? So if we look at our radiation, this one row is getting a radiation bath. It's not very much because we have a bunch of blockage at the moment, but it'll be more in a moment. Alright, so we have our hydrogen. What we're going to do next is we are going to cut the pipe there. We're going to go up. We don't need to change anything. Now our hydrogen generator just needs hydrogen gas. We'll be fine. Can we, like, prioritize that, please? And thank you. So, I'm not sure that there's two things here with the radiation. I think it has to be in liquid form and not in the pipe, but we're gonna find out here shortly if that's the case. If I could pipe it directly up into the surface and allow that, I think that I would prefer that, to be honest. But I'm not entirely certain that that is what we would be able to see. Oh my gosh, see how fast this is moving? It's really sucking out the atmosphere. It's crazy. Thank you. Yeah, it's Eduardo. Yeah, I definitely agree, though. Increasing the amount of exposure to radiation would be in our best interest at this point in time. We'll be able to reach that, and then we will close that off so we aren't exposing the atmosphere. And then, boom, radiation. There we go. There we go. And then now, close it off. It's not a crazy amount of radiation, but it should be at least enough to kind of do something. Maybe. Oh, there's something that I need to do as well. This room needs to be sectioned off, otherwise we lose our power what is it called? Our power room. Power plant. There we go. Power plant back. I think 122 tiles, doesn't like that. Okay, so we needed what, 96? 120. I'm 2 tiles off? Oh man. What are you doing, Dom? There we go. So we're just trying, like I said, we're just trying to see if we can do that. So if we had the liquid pipe in, oh yeah. The problem is the liquid is 30 degrees Celsius, so if we had the chlorine in the reservoir, it would warm it up, and then it would evaporate and break the pipes. Okay, now you should be power plant. Perfect. But I do like, I'm trying a couple things at the same time here. Definitely think the radiation is going to be helpful. Let me see something here. So we have 83 and then 24. So past that's 85. Does this provide more radiation blockage? 60%? No, it doesn't matter. It's the same. Okay, good. Unless I use a different material. That is. Let's pause for a second. I want to see the difference in these right here. So we've got mafic rock with radiation blocking at 2%. Okay, we need to do that. We need to change that. I'm just going to do it this way because it's faster. Yep. Oh, we'll just, yeah. We'll do, we'll keep this all in insulated tile. I'm going to do it the other way. This way. Mafic rock. Order rebuild. Change material. Mafic rock. Order rebuild. This is one of my favorite additions to the game too, because then you can just kind of, if you have a building that you want changed out of a material, this makes it nice and easy. This is going to allow more radiation in for us. There we go. All right, unpause. Yeah, radiation, the radiation stuff has been nice. In my other playthroughs, I used Wheezeworts and their radiation to take care of germs. They're very effective at handling slime lung, so yeah, I was pretty happy about those actually. So hopefully we can grab those from the other asteroid and use them if none of this works, but I think that this will work, so yeah. It didn't really give us much more, but any of the polluted water coming out of here is going to get soaked in a little bit of radiation. And now we have a bunch of carbon dioxide in there, but again, I don't think that this is going to be enough chlorine for that, kind of like we already talked about, so. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. We're making some moves. All this is done now, so let's actually, we will need a third transformer. Let's get a little bit more of this metal so we can have a third one. And then we're gonna have a, so we have 60, 120, 240, 480, and then 540. So that'll be plenty. We're gonna go straight across, down, over. We're not gonna attach right away. There we go. So we'll cut it off here. Get some material back. Break this in a minute. These can go away. We're done with them. Actually, all this can go away. There you go. I love getting materials back. So nice. Okay, we're gonna dig this open. We have a lot of stuff here. See, and then when we're not refilling batteries, this just stays idle. So we aren't like continually needing to provide ethanol to the generators. But we do need one thing that I have not added yet. We do need to refine ethanol out of wood, which is 240 watts. It's not a terrible amount. What else do we get out of that? We get polluted dirt, ethanol, carbon dioxide. Okay. All right. That doesn't seem terrible. I think that's worth it 100%. Okay, we've got enough for that. Wow, they finished that wire very fast. We're gonna go on the medium speed at the moment. Something I don't know if I've mentioned to everybody yet or not, but I'm not playing with any mods. I do like them, and I like the idea of mods. I'm not against them. But the way that I want to play the game, I think, is with the vanilla experience, at least for this round. I did that with the achievement run. I did no mods, and then this I wanted to do a no mods experience as well, because I wanted to play the game as they intended it to be played. Again, I have nothing against them. I think they're great, and I think they provide a good amount of variety to the game that we probably wouldn't see otherwise. But just wanted to bring that to anybody's attention, because there are a couple of them that I wish I had, like the airlock mod. I have a couple friends that swear by that mod. The airlock seems completely 100% necessary in this game. That one is good. The zooming in and out, there's one that gives you a really big overview of the entire asteroid, and it's way larger than the one we see here when we're zoomed in and out like this. That one is really good. And then the reservoir increase in size, I think that's the other one. It's 5,000 kilograms instead of 1,000. So I think that is definitely worth it if you are interested in mods, that is. But yeah, we're not playing with any at the moment, just because I like to make things harder on myself. All right, so that's good. How many more cycles we got? 13 before this starts working. The chlorine is at the top now because carbon dioxide is denser than chlorine, so that might work in our favor, actually. Okay, water's good. We're just doing our daily check here. We got water there. That is so we're going in, out, in, over, up. Yeah, this is gonna break because that water is too cold. That's all right. We go up and over, and then we go back in. Now I'm not sure why it's acting weird. It's because it's not looped at the moment. That's why. There we go. We do need it to start moving though, so let's see, is this part of the problem? Alright, I'm either missing something, or so we've got, because before it was going in a loop, right? That's what we want. We want it to go into a loop. That's why. I see it. Alright, so we go here, and it's going back into itself when we need it to go into here. My gosh. What am I doing to myself here? There we go. That Dom, I tell you, he does some strange things sometimes. right, so that's in. Now we can start processing all this icky water. Perfect. All right. We have that connected. All that's good. No fabrications queued. What is... Okay, no storage available. That's fine. Looks good. All right. What's next on our list? We need... Ranching's good. That's good. We have our power plant with our extra hydrogen just sitting here. That's really helpful. And these are providing a lot of extra power. I think I'm going to add a secondary hydrogen generator. We're going to throw it right here. And then we want this to go up too. Oh man, yeah, we have oxalite, the asteroids. That's not a terrible thing, actually. I really think that the the oxalite is nice, since you won't have to always destroy it. It'll just evaporate into space. And we need to add some of this, go up and over. And then there you go, perfect. We will have more power. All right, so that's good. Let's check our temperatures here. Okay, we have probably a need here to change all this to insulated wall, because that's, like I said, where we are going to draw the line is right here. This is going to be warm all the way over on this side, so we're going to start really separating everything out. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, I know, it looks kind of strange. Alright, I'm really excited to see if this works. We have 12 cycles. 12 cycles to go to see if that actually will cure all of the water. I think it's going to depend on how fast it goes down into the other area here. And then if we let it sit for a minute, it will probably end up getting cold, because it's negative 30 degrees in there. So we'll have to wait and see if it works or not. I'm pretty excited about it. All right, what else do we need to work on? We need probably to do some research, right? So we need to do some radiation. Work on some radiation. We're gonna put our research station up here. So I think something that's probably going to be needed is extra... What are we gonna make it out of? We are going to make it out of... I would say sandstone, but... we don't have a lot of this stuff. Igneous rock? Yeah. We're gonna go up and over. Probably don't have enough, so we're gonna need to do some more mining. Granite, sedimentary rock. Let's look at our materials overlay. We need, is it... It's just a mineral, right? Yeah, granite. Here's some igneous rock here and here. Okay. No, let's not starve these behemoths. That'd be rude, right? There we go. They don't damage, so oxalite meteor showers do not damage your solar panels or buildings. Well, that is going to be helpful. I think we will be adding solar panels eventually here. I said I wasn't sure about it earlier. I didn't really want to because of the meteors, but I forgot that we have oxalite meteor showers here. So, yeah, I think that makes the deciding factor a lot easier to choose to be able to use the solar panels all the way around here. And then just kind of go up to here. And then on this side, we'll have our rockets probably. We'll have like 1 or 2 or 3 rockets, probably 3 or 4, something along those lines. Oh, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that should get all that taken care of. Let's get all these out of here. Deconstruct that. We don't need it. Okay, we've got a lot of our wiring back. Okay, looking good. Looking really, really good. Alright, so we want to focus on creating the research here. So, how do we want the building to look? Well, first things first, let's get rid of what we can't utilize anymore, which is all this. Right, we can't use any of that anymore. I think we will have the ethanol distilling right here, right? That'll probably work. Probably have some of these alveoveras underneath the location there, so that way we can just consume all of that carbon dioxide. Probably gonna need a bunch of them, to be honest. But they need to be cold, don't they? That might not be a good idea. I think they might be cold. So they use ice, yeah, 0 to -80. And eventually this room is probably gonna get pretty warm, so we probably won't be able to do that. Yeah, we're gonna avoid that. I changed my mind. All right, we're just gonna use probably some gas pumps and pump out any of the carbon dioxide out of that room. Now let's just look at that for a second. Let's look at our refinement tab. Let's go to our ethanol distiller. I'm just gonna throw it down just to look at it. Okay, so it consumes 240 watts. Okay, we've got 1,000 per second. Okay, and that gives us 500 gallons of ethanol per second. Polluted dirt, which is fine. It's not a big deal. We deal with polluted dirt all the time. Carbon dioxide, 166.67 per second. Okay, so if we have, I'm thinking about this because if I want to automate it, instead of having to have duplicates go in and out, we would need a couple of things with the shipping. And if we look at their plumbing, does it plumb directly? It does. It plumbs directly out, so we would go down and directly. Okay, we're gonna make this an automated process then. I'm just trying to talk through how I want this to kind of work. I try to do that when I'm working through these problems that you find, or not problems, more like challenges, right? Because you want to figure out how to handle each one individually, and in most cases I have to talk my problems out. Hope that makes sense to some people, but it's kind of going to be similar to our process that we have with the fertilizer synthesizer. That tongue twister, man, that gets me every time. If you have the wood just being brought in via shipping method, you have the auto sweeper delivering all that for you, sending out. We won't even have to worry about taking care of the carbon dioxide because the duplicates won't be going in and out of that room. Unless I'm missing something, which could be very possible. Hey, found a seed. We're just gonna go with it. All right, so that's gonna be over here. This is gonna be our research station. Let's look at the material study terminal. Okay, we're gonna build it on top of the tile that is regular tile that doesn't provide you any run speed bonus, which is really frustrating because it looks nice. I like that tile. Why are you going in and out of here? I don't understand. It's all these materials. It has to be. Okay. Next thing. Just take a look at our power grid really quick. Okay, we've got 960, 420, 480. Okay, so we can add some stuff to these if we wanted to. This one has 1320. Okay, so what I would like to do is I want to add a storage for everything. Doesn't need to be fancy, doesn't need to be... Yeah, it doesn't need to be fancy. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 3 tiles? Or 2 tiles. Yeah, 3 tiles, and then we are going to have a fancy storage dispenser here and here. And then we're going to... You know what? Let's make a cool wire. Why not? There we go. So where we're going to dispense all of our materials that we don't want lying around, and duplicates aren't going left and right. We'll have everything except for like ice and snow over here. Radiation, yeah, I know. And then we can add our power backbone. We can go up and then add that to its own backbone, or transformer, rather. So, look at the wire looks different. Love it. Oh, it's actually like kind of twisted. You can see the twisted wire inside. That's awesome. Love it. It's great. All right, so yes, we have long commutes. Not gonna be too worried about it, especially since they're gonna start in the warm side and get to the cold side, right? See, all this is kind of dispersing in the area. It's pretty nice to see that we don't have to really worry about this area getting affected too much. When we have a steam turbine setup put together, we will probably have a liquid pipe go through this to make sure that the insulated tile stays this cold and it doesn't get affected too fast by all of this heat, because eventually it will soak up heat. It takes a long time, but I found in our volcano build that we've made, it's just good to help keep this like this, and if you're trying to separate cold and hot on the different sides in the tile itself, it works really well. We did that in both the volcano and the petroleum boiler that we made. So definitely recommend doing that. All right. Well, now what do? We go back up here and we fix our research. So we need another one of these probably. How much metal do we have? Let's look at power. No. Let's go here. We need to add it to refined material. We're gonna put these here so we can look at them forever. Don't need that, don't need dirt. Okay, I'm never gonna look at the power banks again because we're gonna be fine. I say that, right? And we'll probably run into some issues in the future. We'll keep wood on here, we'll keep the metal on here, gear balm, and igneous rock is definitely on the list, so we're gonna keep all that for now. We need some more metal. Yeah, definitely need some more metal. All right. Can't reach this, I don't think. Maybe. 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna do sweep only. We'll do phosphorate, boosters, consumable ore. Yep, cultivatable soil, filtration mediums, industrial ingredients, all of that. Not liquefiable. Medical supplies. No, we'll leave those off there. Metal ore, miscellaneous, organic. No. No polluted dirt. Thank you. Power banks, no. We have those over here. Rare resource. Yeah, we could throw those in there, I think. all of these goodies, all of these goodies, and all the seeds. No eggs, though. I don't want those hatching and then us not being able to do anything with them. Okay. And then subliminator. No, no, no. No, thank you. Copy and paste. And it is set to sweet one. Good. Double check. Good. All right. So now we have a storage for everything when we decide to pick it all up. New printables. Let's grab our blueprint. Some more seeds. Perfect. Okay. We have some stress. Chip, why are you stressed? What are you stressed out about? We probably need a recreation room too. That's on the list of things to add. So, let me look at radiation. We don't have... Let's check our research out. How far in do we need to go to get the block? The radiation block. It is... here. Yeah, we aren't going to be able to do that because we need rocket research in order to be able to have a joint plate. So, okay. That's fine, I suppose. So what we'll do is we're going to add a couple of tiles here, get rid of some of this material, and then we will have a door. There we go. Let's also add these here. What is the requirement for research? Does it need 2 buildings, 2 science buildings, and a light source? Okay. Point of interest is in the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like in the middle. Is it 5? It's 5. Okay. So that means the lumen crystal probably won't reach. 1, 2, 3. It reaches here. It'll be close. It will be close. We'll try it out. We'll try it out and see. Yeah, because I think we have some extra ones down here. Yeah, we've got one right there. Let's grab that while we're at it. And then carve. I wonder if we have a Masterworks if it changes it. I think that's something that I did last time, and that's why we have 2 of these. 2 of the Masterworks one. Right? Oh, right. I'm really happy we figured out the power, though. I was struggling for a little bit to kind of find that balance. And I think now we've actually hit a good sweet spot where we're not too... we're not on the brink all the time now, since we have some backup powers. Oh man, look at that battery. Down and up. Super fast. Alright, for our radiation, what we're going to do is we will have a rad volt generator and not press the wrong button. What I think we're going to have to do is allow it to have... We'll probably need to have the radiation just come in through here without opening to the atmosphere. Otherwise we run out of oxygen. That would obviously be bad, so we don't want that. Yeah, we're gonna do this. There we go. Much better. Much, much better. Can they reach all this, though? They can't reach that one. No big deal. Looks great, though. I know, all the pipes and everything, they look fantastic. Okay, we are going to just get rid of this. I don't think it's necessary anymore. We're using the gunk as quickly as we are making it, so this is a high priority. So if we have any other issues, I think we will just put the gunk here or use what we have that's pretty warm and then just go ahead and just kind of deal with it in a different format. We don't want to waste this power. Okay, we're getting all of that. Good. all these and the liquid vent. Good. I think that's one of my favorite things about this game is, you know, you always end up changing what you started with. You go back, undo, redo, change, make better, always, all the time. I think it's just, it's such a neat concept to have to go back and change it. Like Factorio, Satisfactory, all those other ones, you know, you make copies, blueprints, all those fun things. All right. Oh yeah, you don't plan anyway. Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, I try to at least have a gist of what I want to do, but yeah, definitely run into that consistently where you run into a plan and then you got to change it. But definitely need to know where you're gonna put the power, though. You know, it's just have to kind of figure this stuff out and try to be a little bit proactive if you can. Alright, so we've got rust, snow. Well, let's pick this stuff up, have them move it over. Same thing here. Alright. So there's two things that I want to get done pretty quickly here in the research tab. I definitely want to get the glass forge and all of this stuff here. The glass forge will be really helpful so we can make what we're trying to. So if we have more power, we want to get the steam turbine. So we're going to turn this one on right away, since that's what I want to get done first. Okay, we're going to go up all the way to the top, and they don't have to go back and forth. There we go. Get us our materials that are just sitting there. Perfect. You know, I think one of my favorite things that I've learned after playing for so many times in this game is, you know, hearing the feedback and then learning how to like build the steam turbine setups. Because I go back and I watch my videos once in a while, and I'm like, man, what was I thinking? I'll look at how I started putting them together, and I'm like, yeah, I definitely didn't do that right. It's so crazy that you just make mistakes and then you just change and you just make it better every single time. I think that the steam turbine setup has been my favorite so far. So you use it in so many different things. So we're gonna have one, maybe two steam turbines. I might push it up here more since we're pulling ethanol out of this, and then we don't have to worry about anything else here. So we might have this metal refinery go send all the liquid up into the liquid reservoir. Two steam turbines and one aqua tuner. Then that will also provide us with our cooling in between both of these different areas, and that's just kind of where I'm planning on placing it at this point in time. So we'll see if it stays that way, but I think that that's going to be the route that we go. I think the other one, my second favorite system that I didn't like look up and have someone show me or teach me was the volcano tamer that I made on my achievement run. The volcano tamers, you have to be like overly prepared to handle that heat, and I think that's why it was one of my favorites. It was definitely an interesting thing to deal with. That like 2,000 degrees Celsius, it was rough. Love it though. Love the challenges this game provides. Okay. I do want to do some more exploring. Maybe if we... Oh, look, a sink. Nice. We could use this cool salt slush geyser since it's got this stuff laying around. Oh, guard lumen thing. We'll grab that in a minute. Same thing here. Let's go down. Grab that. I know we're kind of tangenting a little bit here and there, but It is. The volcano tamer is hard. I would like to say that I did it with minimal trial and error. I combined a couple of concepts that we were using for the petroleum boiler and the what was the other one? Yeah, the steam room. So we had a giant steam room that's probably about this big and is four tiles high. Yeah, it's about this large. And there are 5 steam turbines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across, and the shipping goes up and down throughout the entirety of it. It has a auto sweeper and a little bit of a setup with that, but it handles that so well. I was really happy to have come up with something on my own. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. Can't wait to see what other kind of things we have to deal with when we go lower and lower in this asteroid. It's kind of why I want to explore more, actually, so we can see what else is here. Some igneous rock. I wonder what's behind that. If there's anything really, or if it's just warm for a reason, if that goes like further down and around. Interesting. So if we look at the other asteroid though, we have a minor volcano, which those don't get as hot normally as the other one. So it won't be terrible to tame, but I really want to get that natural gas geyser, and the liquid sulfur's nice. Petroleum, great with the oil reservoirs, steam vents. Okay, lots of fun stuff to look forward to. Okay, this is dormant. Awesome. All right, I'm getting tangented, I'm sorry. I get excited, you find all these cool things. Just ready to get to it. We're gonna break this open. And then what I will do probably is have this power wire go all the way up here. Put some generators here for natural gas generators, right? Because they provide us with a ton of extra resources. So polluted water, carbon dioxide. So we'll get that from here. It's at 150 degrees Celsius though, so we will need to cool that down. I lied, we're not gonna do that. we need the steam turbine set up for that. I don't wanna have to deal with that hotness right now. So we're gonna wait a minute. Okay, let's add you here and see if it provides the bonus. How much power do we need up here? 480, 120. We could just use this transformer up here, but the inside of me tells me I should probably go with the better one. Thanks, brain. All right, let's do that. So we're gonna go 1, 2. We'll put the other power transformer here because we really need that. So there we go. We need to break this open so we can have our wire go all the way up. We should have enough wire, yeah. And then this requires just some iron, up and over. And then it's only 600, so I'm only going to use regular wire. There we go. That should be enough, I would think. It just requires rad bolts, so if we look at our radiation, it should be 81 rads per cycle. That's a good amount. Nothing like out here, but that's okay. I don't want space exposure. That'd be terrible. Alright. so good. Soldering station. You know what we should do? We should get some radiation pills. Just in case. Sounds good, Kronos. Nice to see you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Let's see what we have going on here. We have not enough resources for the insulated tile, so that's why we ran out of granite, but we can just make it out of something else. Not a big deal. How many more do we have? 7. Oh, that's gonna create a bit of an issue, isn't it? It's providing some extra radiation blockage, but all of this is still gonna get hit, so that should be fine. Again, we're trialing and erroring to see if this radiation is gonna be enough to kill off the germs coming out of the polluted water vent. It should be at least enough to make a dent in it. I don't think it's gonna get rid of all of it, but I don't think that there's a question about what we choose here. That was pretty quick. We got that. Let's get our carb lumen. You know, it'd be great if they had crystals that provided radiation. That would be neat. Yeah, I think I will definitely need to get the Wheezeworts. I think you're right. So what we could do instead... Alright, I think I've got my plan. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan. We're gonna make some changes here. Okay. Good. Good. Alright. We can't go all the way across there because of the hydrogen generator, but that's fine. It's okay. What we're gonna do is... Oh, for this? Yeah, that's not great at all. Yeah. A Wheezewort will be better for sure. This is just temporary, like I said. We're just doing it so we can get the steam turbines and everything. What I'm gonna do for here is I'm just gonna pump this water directly up here, have it get bathed in this radiation here. We could open this up entirely and section this off, and just pump it out when it's ready, I guess. At least that's what I would like to do. Yeah, definitely gonna need more radiation, for sure. So what we do as well, we can go with Mafic Rock, build that here. And then I'm going to break these. I'm going to go outside, like I said I wasn't going to. And then we're going to let way more in if we can. Okay, now we get rid of all these. There we go, much better. All right, and now we are stuck. Okay, just making sure I didn't break anything that we shouldn't be breaking. Okay, the Mafic Rock is out there. We can go up and out. Get rid of all these right here and these right here. And then we'll close this off. That's why we made these rad pills. Because we are being super... Yeah, that's true. We do not have a way to make plastic yet. You know, glossy Drecos, they just really make us spoiled, don't they? Alright. So, now, let's change this, because now we don't want that going in there. Plumbing, liquid pump, go up and up. Actually, we'll change it to the where you can't see it as much. Surface breach. Yes, I know. I did it on purpose. And I'm not sorry. So now, 100 rads per cycle. I mean, that's way better than it was, for sure. But we can't do much better. We want to use regular material. Thank you. There we go. So at least we'll get a little bit more. Did we not grab the lumen crystal? What are we doing down here? We're stuck doing other more important things, apparently. Okay, all that has been turned into water. It's at 6.1 degrees Celsius, so at least for right now, that's fine. There we go. Much better. So we're at 10 degrees. This is going to cool those down because it's going to suck out some of that heat coming from the wood here, which is fine. Okay, we've got plenty of stuff on the backbone. We probably could throw another battery on here, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Okay, and then what we're going to do next is we need another liquid pump, but we need some automation here. We need a liquid pipe sensor. No, a germ sensor is what I'm thinking of. But we need plastic for a germ sensor. Really? Oy vey. Alright, well. Yep, we're gonna need to get some plastic. That's on the list of things to get now, for sure. Unless we can find a glossy Dreco, which probably not gonna happen soon. We want a liquid vent. We're gonna just drop off. I mean, it doesn't matter where it's at, really. We'll just put it right here. Let's go up and over. And now we gotta re-pump this in here. We'll go up and, or over and down, and then we need a couple of bridges. 1 and 2. And then we're gonna add an automation here. I'm gonna just throw an on and off switch for right now. I know it's dirty, but we're doing it. All right. We're using obsidian apparently. It's fine. Not too worried. We could always change it later on if we need to. Alright, ethanol, okay. Yeah, 9 per cycle. Like you said, it's not great, but I don't want to break the atmosphere. You know? Actually, that might not be a terrible idea. You know, we're just gonna do this for a little bit. Because all of our oxygen is backing up this, and we see we have our green Atmos sensors here, so oxygen would continually be driving. So now if we did that, 18 a cycle, we effectively double it, and we are going to be sending out oxygen in here constantly. I think we may need to put the other gas vent in here, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with this, since it's not affecting the rest of the base. We'll leave that like that until we can have the extra amount of research done. Yeah, we need 20, right? So, again, another band-aid. It's unfortunate, but we need to do it since we don't have the Wheeze warts or anything else yet. Alright, we don't have the materials, so we're going to change that. Over and on. There we go. And then we need automation wire. We're going to do some pink ones. No, it's already on there. Okay. We'll change it to pink, though. Did we just fall down? What? Oh my goodness. Alright. So we can just turn it on and off when we have any of that issue going on. So we're just gonna plumb that directly up there, and then, yeah, let's make this our main focus. Perfect. Still haven't grabbed those from down here. Oh, of course, I say that, and there's one. Running all the way up and up and up. There we go. Much better. Alright, so we got all this figured out. That's good. Taken care of. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to seal off this section. We're not using it, so I don't want to have to continually provide oxygen over here. So we're just going to section it off for now. Yeah. Leave this open. Yeah, I know, we have a surface breach. Got it. Okay. Does it reach the point of interest? It does not. Because it's got to be this one, right? So I guess we're going to have to wait and see. We'll look at it in a moment and find out. So we'll see what we need to do if we need to change it or add a light in here. Kind of frustrating that those can't reach the point of interest, but that's alright. Alright, so if we look again, now that we have both sides, misses that one. Barely. Just barely, but it's alright. Okay. We got water. We're gonna do a quick check over everything that we have going on here. Let's check our water systems. Look good. Everything is still kind of moving. These are not. Why are we not? It's because they're full. That's why. Okay, so we should be done with this for a minute. But we're using enough of this that it's not getting too cold of a temperature that it's going to freeze in the pipes. So it should be fine for a while at least. What else? So that looks good. Let's look at our hydrogen. Plenty of hydrogen in our systems here. So that should allow us to... You don't need to put it on a pedestal, you just relocate the crystal. Yeah, I know, you can just put it wherever you want. I mean, maybe I could just, you know, let's actually remove it. Let's look at... If it's on the ground, it provides enough. I see. And just relocate it in the middle? Yeah. I suppose that'll have to do. It just looks nice on the pedestal, okay? I really like that. Alright, we have one more blueprint. I think that's the last one for today. Or not today, for the week. I get 3, I think, what is it, 3 blueprints per week? Something like that? Yeah. Alright. That's good. Oh, little Bimini. So cute. So now we will have a lit workspace. Okay. So we had kind of a recap. I think we did quite a bit in this episode. We did a lot of important updates and changes. That is going to close it out for this one, everyone. I think we had quite the extravagant episode here. We had a lot of stuff going on. We moved everything around and made some pretty important changes, mainly with the power bank charger here, charging stations, and the auto sweeper. So we learned some cool things about the Bionic duplicants. I think my favorite thing we learned is you can just scroll over their power banks and you can see what they're doing and what's going on with the 4 that are inside of their keeping them powered for a while there. So that was probably my favorite thing that we learned about them today, and the fact that, you know, if you have a setup like this, it really helps keep everything rolling without you having to worry about doing it yourself with the crafting station. But again, that's going to be it for now, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for providing all the feedback. Thanks, Pumpin. Thanks for coming a couple of times. Appreciate you. Everybody else, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed this series that we're continuing through the live stream. Please let me know if you have any other feedback, questions, comments. I'll respond in kind as always. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys later on. Bye for now.